Welcome back to another episode of On It. I'm Brianna Jackson.
And I am Jessica Langford.
And this week, y'all, it's the last show of the semester, so we had to go out with a bang.
A big bang. But we cannot forget to tell them that we have several performances coming in tonight to grace this beautiful stage, but before, we get jump ahead of ourselves, gotta dive into hot topics.
Hot topics, get it cracking. What's
Hot
up?
topics. All right, so just in case you all didn't know, living under a rock or something, on Wednesday, November 24th, the grand jury decided not to indict 28-year-old Darren Wilson for the murder of 18-year-old unarmed Michael Brown. Now, following the announcement, there was an outcry from the city. A lot of people were upset with the justice system and, just how everything played out. So a lot of people protested, they marched, they spoke out, including some celebrities. Now, I'm not the biggest football fan, but I tuned in for the Sunday football game for the Rams. Shout out to my city. And several of the players definitely participated in the Hands Up, Don't Shoot movement. So that just goes to show you how powerful, this whole situation has, brought people together and just opened their eyes to a lot of things. So no matter what your stance is, we definitely encourage you to just stay informed and, stay educated and know your rights.
Exactly. And it wasn't just celebrities that got in on this action. It was also colleges, including this college and the University of Missouri. They've been doing a lot of big efforts to get awareness out there just to make sure people know their rights and are really informed with this movement. So we're super proud in that aspect, and we're glad that this is being taken care of. But speaking of taking care of oneself and relaxing and having a good little time, Jessica, how was your Thanksgiving break? Tell me about it.
It was too short, but I ate good.
You ate good,
that's
though?
what matters. Yes.
See, and the thing is although the break was real short and the food was real good, there was some opportunity for shopping. Did you participate in Black Friday?
I didn't.
Okay, I actually didn't either. I didn't do that. And apparently other Americans didn't do that as well because according to Ashley Lutz, she wrote an article for Insider Business, and sales were down 11% this year, which was not what they expected because gas prices were lower than normal. So they thought that the savings would help with people spending money in the stores. But according to Macy's CFO Karen Hoggett, shoppers are spending more of their disposable dollars on categories we don't sell, like cars, healthcare, electronics, and home improvement. So this is one of the reasons that people weren't out in the stores. But there were some places that had extremely high sales that included Family Dollar and Kohl's. But that was because of their extreme discounts. So
gotta catch the sales.
Yeah, always gotta catch the sales, save some money, But it shows right now how concerned Americans are with the prices and their money at this time. But really, it wasn't like Black Friday. It was like shop week because there were sales all week long. Like it wasn't just a specific day. So I think that could also be a factor that played into it as well. But Cyber Monday sales did raise only 8% though, which was still under what they, estimated this time around.
Yeah, no, I was actually surprised. I really wasn't expecting for them to come out and say like sales had dropped. I was expecting them to be like, it went through the roof.
Yeah, me too, but that was not
just
the case.
goes to show you.
People weren't with it, not this time.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and slide over to campus news. So it is definitely that time again this year for midnight breakfast. So,
yes, I love midnight breakfast.
No, I'm amped. I'm definitely amped.
So excited.
If you want to go ahead and join Clue on Monday, December 8th from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. for some good breakfast and have a chance to take a break. It's the week before finals week. I know we all stressed. I'm stressed. Trust me. But you're definitely going to have a chance because it is a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory theme. So, of course, they're going to be like a whole bunch of candy and games. It's just a time for you to relax and chill out and eat some good breakfast. Just relax and get your minds off of the studies and stuff.
So the DJ is always good. It's always a fun time.
Right. Definitely a fun time. So we definitely encourage you to come on out. It is just, you could bring one guest per person. So, make sure you have your ID and stuff like that. Don't be trying to bring in, a whole crowd of people, just one person. But, come out on the 8th. 10 to midnight and eat some good breakfast.
Now, I do have a question, and one day I'll find out the answer to this question. But if you ran out of flex points, You know what I'm saying? Because you was balling out at the coffee shop. How are you supposed to get in to the dining hall? This is a real question that needs answered.
Well,
We'll
I mean, you
figure it
El
out.
Presidente, so
Say
you know.
they might let me finesse.
I
my
mean,
way
you know,
in there,
you better
know.
use your power and just come in like I'm president.
Say,
Walk out.
you know who I am. It's fine. It's cool.
You know me. Look me up.
I
Look me
say,
up.
Jackson's the name if you didn't know. But you know, as we come to the end of another semester, we must say bye to another graduating class.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, it's so
So
sad.
jealous.
This December 12th at 6 p.m. in the Kimball Ballroom, we will be saying goodbye to 36 graduates. So we wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and let December, you know, graduates. I'm gonna let them do their thing. But it's all about the May graduates, you know. But that's coming soon. Just wait on it. Just wait on it.
Okay.
It's all right.
We won't talk about it.
It's all
We
right.
won't talk about it today.
It's cool. But we're gonna roll over into the also fabulous Kobe's closet.
Oh,
She's
Kobe got
definitely
a
been-
package for us.
Definitely has a package for us, so we're gonna go ahead and watch that real quick.
Hi guys, so today for Kobe's Closet, I'm going to show you guys how to pack for the highly anticipated Christmas break. So first, I usually start with my intimates, and I usually leave them flat like a pillow and lay them at the bottom of the suitcase, and I spread them out accordingly. Next, I pack my turn-up clothes. Those are usually the clothes that I don't want to fold too much because I don't want to get wrinkles in them. So I would just like fold it one time and lay it as flat as possible like I do my intimates. So here I have a skirt that's wrinkled too, but yep. Then next, we all love our leggings. So when I pack my leggings, I usually roll them like this. And find a spot on the side and stack them accordingly. But if you don't want to roll them, you can also fold them just in half and lay those flat like your turn-up clothes. Next, I have my t-shirts, and I fold them as if you would pick them up at a store. So I fold them. Then I fold it in half again, and I lay that flat in there. And I have another shirt in case you can't fold like a store, you can do a regular fold. And if you're not a fan of folding your shirts, you can simply roll them up too, just like you do your leggings. And by the way, shout out to Mizzou this weekend. Hope you win in Atlanta. Then next I do my bulkier items. So I have a pair of joggers here. Since those are a bit bulkier, I just lay those on the top, and it'll keep a nice cushion for all of my other stuff. Then we have your toiletries. And so here, I usually pack them on the inside of the suitcase. Just throw those in there. They can't break, tear, or anything. And then finally, for us ladies, we need our makeup. So usually during the winter, you have your winter favorite makeup. So I usually just pack what I know I'll wear and take my bare necessities and my favorites, and I put them in a little makeup case. Zip that up and lay it in the suitcase as such. And that, ladies, is how you pack for winter break. See you next semester, and happy holidays from Kobe's Closet.
Hey, thanks so much, Kobe. We always enjoy your packages, girl.
Always. So, as promised, we do have our first performer of the night, Miss
hello.
Janae. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Now, you know, before, you spit this hot fire,
Hot fire.
I'd like to know something. So, can you tell us a little bit about your piece?
Yes, it's called Deliver Us, and I wrote it back in February, and it's really a self-critique of the American dream and how attainable it really is. So
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. Well,
Do you have any other words you want to bless us with before you
Word.
bless this mic and this
I
stand
don't.
and these audience members?
All right.
All right, go ahead, girl.
Do
Be
your
about
thing.
it. Deliver us.
all right. crooked sidewalks, cracked pavement. You see, we never really had a solid platform to stand on. Broken microphones, twisted tongues. No matter how loud we scream, we will never be heard over the wind blowing, dusting around 50 stars of red, white, blue fabric, insulting my skin color, manipulating the ignorant, lusting after greed, forgetting to actually mean freedom. Somewhere in America, a little girl sits on concrete stool steps, admiring those 50 stars of red, white, blue fabric, selling her dreams she will never be able to afford. When she is 17, her body will be trapped behind bars of dollar signs and dead presidents. Lullabies turn sweet nightmares, 'cause mommy plays both roles and daddy never tried out for his part. Somewhere in America, a little girl sits on stained, faded brown carpet, once pure, swatting flies from her lips, eyes locked on the TV screen, feeding her dreams of, yes, we can. When she is 17, she will learn because God used his stencils to create curves instead of edges. She did not ask to be woman, did not ask to bear sweet sins of forbidden fruits in her womb. Give her body to someone before they take it from her. Give her body to someone before they take it from her. Take it from her. Somewhere in America, a little girl falls down to her knees, fracture those bones, chastised, brown-colored, closed eyes, head raised to the heavens. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, may thy will be done somewhere in America as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us where we trespass. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from us. Deliver us from lust. Deliver us from America. Thank you.
We told y'all. We told y'all.
Hot
We said it was
fire
gonna be some
on
hot
the
fire up
mic.
here.
Oh
We said it.
Gosh, thank you so much, Johnny, for blessing us with that hot fire and that beautiful piece. That was
Yes,
so
yes. Thank you,
great.
thank
That
you,
was
thank
so
you.
great. We'd actually like to take this time to have our second guest come on up to the stage. Her name is Miss Tiana. If you have been keeping up with us, you know that she was on our second show, and we are so glad to have you back, girl. How you been?
I'm all right.
All right, good.
You all right?
Well, go ahead and tell me a little bit about your piece that you're going to do for us today.
Okay, so this piece that I'm going to do today is called Left Behind, and I actually wrote this as a part of the Raise Up project. In that project, it was like an online competition, and it's just for youth to put out their opinion about the high school dropout rate and also raise awareness about it.
All right, awesome.
Whoa.
Well, we're going to go ahead and give you this time, so thank you, and go
Do
ahead
your
and
thing.
do your thing, ma'am.
They sit in darkness. Negative light spirals holes in the seat of their britches. Civilization rots between the belt loops, landing right below chalk-dusted knees, bent into the pavement. Worship and glorified letters too flawed to ever measure intelligence, too ignorant, too cowardly to look into the crimson eyes of a mother and explain to her how a system built to leave no child behind left her child behind, our child behind. Mama feels inadequate. We should feel inadequate, but instead we feel entitled. Can't give them a hand up as we look down on them, so we brand them on their foreheads as trouble the day they decide to feed their starving spirits for attention out of greed. We call it acting out, but they call it supper. But they are still starving, though we spoon feed them portions of negativity. They have no energy to make it to the finish line, whether it's 2 steps away or 1,000. When you're living on $1 in a dream, but your dream costs more than $1, you gotta stop dreaming and start living in the frigid cold reality right next to the edge of limbo, so cold that you actually start to feel warm, and numbness feels like the best feeling in the world, so numb that real feelings are obliterated into tiny thin sheets of ice that fill your cup up to the brim, drowning drowning out the sweet taste of self-pity, filling in the gap of inadequacy. Mama feels inadequate. We should feel inadequate, but instead we feel entitled as he feels obligated to trade books for bullets, involuntarily drafted into the war, going right outside his front door. He never planned on dropping out. She never thought about dropping out until she was drowning, chin deep in her sins, bleeding out onto her beautiful white gown. The blood is on her hands, the blood is on his hands, but specks of blood will always remain on our hands because we left our children behind. Thank you.
Back and
She
did it
came back
again.
and did it again. I didn't know she could do it, but she did it.
Well, she did it.
She did it. She did it.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and
need to take a break.
A quick break.
We
A
need to
very,
take a
very
break.
quick break. So don't nobody go anywhere. Stay tuned because we have our last performer for the night. I'm pretty sure she'll end it on a good note.
Good note. So you stay
Stay
right
tuned.
there.
Con los terroristas.
They do the Harlem Shake.
Con los terroristas.
All right.
And
we
we're
are
back.
back with our last performer.
Yes, Miss Nicole. So can you quickly tell us how long have you been doing comedy?
Technically since high school, but semi-professionally since about June.
Oh, okay. Well, I will go ahead and let you do your thing. Go ahead.
Go ahead and do your thing.
You know, this summer I was searching for a job. I decided sales. And then I got a letter saying there's a job in sales. And I was like, sales. But then I found out it was knife sales. And I was just like, and the way I figured this out was a 2-hour seminar. By then I was in the knives. I had become the knives. Outside the building sat my little 2-year-old stepniece. My dad, she was all like, and I was the thing standing between her and Golden Corral. And she was like, go, hungry. And this was a niece who went in a different car than her, and she cried for 5 minutes because I wasn't there. And they were just like, but Pico's in there. And she calls me Pico. And she thought about this for a while. Leave her. But I stayed inside of there, slowly becoming Cutco as I grew to know Cutco. And they were just like, do you want to Cutco? I can't drive. I don't know anyone who wants Cutco. You must turn them into Cutco. So then, at that point, my dad had gotten tired of this and was like, Nicole, you cannot drive. You do not know anyone who wants to buy Cutco. Are you really going to do this? And then I was like, no. And then we went to Golden Corral. Whereupon then the toddler had regained affection for me and made a mess of the table. That is all. One last thing. My brother says the reason I'm so good at comedy is because I am a joke.
Okay.
Nicole is everything to me. Everything to me. I will let you know. I've seen Nicole do her professional stand up, and she had to tone it down a lot for us. She blessed us with some mild stuff today, so you should definitely check her out when she does her comedy at the bar, because that's where the money is. But thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, gosh.
So that's a good way to end the show. And this is definitely a good way to end the show. So thank you guys for coming out. This is our last show for the semester. I want to thank everybody that came out to support us, everybody that helped us with the show, to help us create the show. I have to thank all of our performers from the first day up until this very last second. I have to personally thank my beautiful co-host, because without you, I would be up here alone, very awkward. So, thank you.
Yes, I really would like to take this time also to thank our studio audience who has came every show. We definitely, clap it up for y'all. Clap it up. We definitely changed the format of the show. So this has been a real big learning experience for us. So we just like to thank everybody. And in the meantime, you can visit blog.stevens.edu/StevensLife for the latest news from around campus. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in 2015.
Peace.